Start with a slip knot. And chain 99 plus 1 chain extra for the turning chain, or else you can start off with any multiple of 3 plus 1 chain extra for the turning chain. One double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the 4th chain. Make a double crochet over here. Skip the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and in the 3rd stitch make a double crochet V-stitch. That's 1 double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet into the same stitch. That's a V-stitch made. Skip 2 and a V-stitch into the next stitch. 1 double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet into the same stitch. Now repeat this in rest of the stitches. Skip 2 and a V-stitch in the next stitch. Skip 2 and in the last stitch make 1 double crochet. Chain 2 and turn your work. Next round. Now for this round we'll be working in 1 row below. That is the first round. This is the previous row and this is the 1 row below. This is the first double crochet, the first stitch. This is the second stitch and this is the third stitch. We'll be working in these 2 stitches. Make 1 double crochet in the second stitch. This one. Yarn and pull up a loop. Pull it up a bit so that it reaches to a height. Pull through 2 and pull through the next 2. That's 1 double crochet made. Chain 1. Now make the next stitch in the 3rd stitch. That is the second stitch over here. The stitch next to it. Yarn over and pull it up a bit. This is how it will look. Now skip this V-stitch and the next stitch we'll be making it into these 2 stitches. This is the first stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop and pull it up a bit. Pull through 2 and pull through 2. Chain 1. 1 double crochet into this next stitch from 1 row below. Now repeat this in rest of the stitches. We'll be working only into the skip stitches. Skip the next V-stitch and this is the next stitch you'll be working into. Make a double crochet into this stitch. Chain 1, 1 double crochet into the next stitch from 1 row below. This is how it will look. Once you're done with the last set of stitches, make 1 double crochet into this last stitch. This is the chain 2. This is how it will look. Chain 2 and turn your work. Next round. Now for this whole pattern we'll be working into the stitches from 1 row below. This is the round we'll be working into, and we'll be making the stitches only in between the V stitches. This is the first V stitch. This is the second V stitch. We'll be working into the stitches. Now make 1 V stitch into the stitch from 1 row below. This is the first V stitch in between the stitch. This is in between this V-stitch. Pull this yarn a bit, 1 double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet into the same stitch. That's a V-stitch made. Now skip the next V-stitch and make a V-stitch into the stitch from 1 row below. This is in between this V-stitch. Pull the yarn a bit, 1 double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet into the same stitch, and always pull this yarn a bit. Now repeat this in rest of the stitches. This is the next V-stitch, that's 1 row below. Skip this last V-stitch and make a double crochet into this chain 2. Chain 2 and turn your work. Next on, again we'll be working in between these V-stitches from 1 row below. This is the double crochet and this is the V-stitch. We'll be working in between this stitch. Make 1 V-stitch into this stitch. One double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet into the same stitch. Skip the V and the next stitch will be working in between this V-stitch from 1 row below. Make a V-stitch into this stitch. One double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet into the same stitch. Now repeat this in rest of the stitches, that is in between these V-stitches from 1 row below. Always pull this yarn a bit so that it will reach to working height. Once you made the last set of stitches, skip this V-stitch and make a double crochet into this chain 2. Chain 2 and turn your work. Next on, 1 V-stitch into this V-stitch from the previous round. This is the V-stitch. Pull this yarn a bit, 1 double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet into the same stitch. Skip the V-stitch. This is the V-stitch from the previous round. Make a V-stitch into this stitch. 1 double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet. Now repeat this in rest of the V-stitches from the previous round. Skip this last V-stitch and make a double crochet into this chain 2. Chain 2 and turn your work. Now just keep making 1 V-stitch in each of the stitches from 1 row below until you reach the size which you need. This is the V-stitch. This is how the pattern will look. I hope you like this video. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.